The Governor Economic Development Department looking at not just workforce development, not just Missouri itself, but our 8 neighbors, our bordering states and those around us, and how Missouri fares with the rest of the Midwest.
Missouri doesn't fare very well with the best of the Midwest. It's pretty limited. We're honestly hurt some by not having a right to work. That's taken away, making it harder to attract industry. But the governor's put together an excellent program. He's got a director that's been there a very short amount of time. It's Rob Dixon's from the southwest Missouri area, small town area, and a great person. He's got a hold of it, and we're really trying to do better. His efforts are to concentrate on nothing but job growth in the state of Missouri. And currently, the department houses so many different things. I mean, they're over the Arts Council, they're over this, they're over that. And we need an economic development director and department with one-stop shopping, where if you fly in from California to consider putting a business in here, relocate or something like that, we have one department to go to and they can answer all your questions and really put us equal or ahead of anybody else. We want the governor and Rob Dixon and the Missouri legislative body want us to be the best in the Midwest and be the best we can be. One thing we do have the best of is a workforce, and that's important. So we have to sell that, we have to train that and do different things with it. Pretty good things. When you look at the growth out of the 14 states that surround us, the economic development departments put this together, but we're 14th in gross domestic product growth, and that's just totally unacceptable. We're 8 out of 14 for wage growth. There again, why should we be 8th? Shouldn't even have to have minimum wage. We should be able to pay more and do better. We're 9th out of 14th in job growth. We aren't getting the growth that the other states are getting. We're 11th out of 14th in per capita income. There again, that affects us all. 12th out of 14th for labor productivity. And it's kind of shocking. We have an underperforming economic and workforce development policies embedded within an underperforming economy. And then there's the Department of Economic Development. We've had 7 different directors in the past 10 years. All good people, but just don't stay very long. Just see there's no future in it and can't do much. We haven't received a new strategy in over a decade of actually growing and competing with these states that are having tremendous growth. The Kentuckys, the Tennessees, the Georgias. Basically the Southeast, and I've been to a couple meetings on this, and that's where all the growth is at, of course. We need to model ourselves more after what they're doing. Missouri has the largest economic development agency in the Midwest. By number of people, we've got like 850, and Nebraska's got the least, and others are down to like 100 or so. And so we need to get ours lower down. And by transferring these other departments to other agencies, Lieutenant Governor agreed to take several of them, the Arts Council and stuff like that, stuff that's very important. Still got to have job growth to make that grow. So we're cutting the department down to 850 people, down to under 200, and transferring a lot of these others out, and cutting a few full-time employees and making us more effective. We do more things. The Development Department was in charge of tourism, utility regulations, energy, community development, unemployment, workforce development, minority men and women businesses, the Arts Council. That's way too much. They need to concentrate on making jobs, serve a lot of different customers all along the way. And the structure was so outdated that it's completely being restructured. Our budget ballpark appears, but split up against so many functions. We have one of the largest budgets in the Midwest, but it's just split so many ways, so it's rather deceiving. And we say, well, we have all these people, we have all that, but they do so many different functions. All the other agencies were like 12th out of focusing agencies that were beating us. We're number 12. Actually, we're last. I was thinking Kansas and Iowa's ahead of us, but they're actually not. Business development staff, Midwest has 31% of their budget going for it. Missouri only had 4% of that as far as staff on developing that. Business development projects, Midwest has 20, Missouri has 3%. FTEs, Midwest has 154, Missouri had 865, but they were more productive and did more stuff without hurting the other departments. So that's all about to change with the governor's program. He's moved so many people to the Department of Higher Ed, and they're working with him. Division of Energy, Natural Resource in charge of that. Insurance now is Public Service Commission. Financial institutions and Department of Insurance taking over that. Arts Council now is the Office of Lieutenant Governor. That's like a $9 million budget for them. So transferring all those is going to produce us a new economic development department, and the governor's really jumped into this, and hopefully the legislative body, some of them are already attacking the program. There's scholarships out there for people that are over the age of 25 that need to be retrained for these jobs coming in. Other workforce development projects that we're going to do to build the workforce and have qualified people out here who in turn can make more money and have job security and make Missouri a better place.
With all those different departments under divisions under economic development, as a director, how would you know everything going on with that many different, again, areas that you oversee.
No, and that's exactly right. And look at Missouri. We're right in the Midwest. We have all this trucking traffic coming through here. We've got Kansas City, and we've got a great airport at St. Louis. We've got rivers. We've got railroads. We're set up just for prime. And, yep, there's some hurdles to overcome. But the governor has a vision for this, and he's hired the right person with Director Dixon to do it. Doing a great job, and I hope the Senate and the House will get behind him, and I certainly am. Anything I can do to create jobs and make Missouri a place. Hope we're very unselfish and giving the governor credit and the director credit, which they haven't asked for, but for having the vision to make Missouri a better place. Make us best in the Midwest.